Assalamu alaikum. Today's lecture is related to complex numbers. We will study what are the complex numbers and how we can represent them in different forms, and also we will study some basic operations on the complex numbers. So first of all, the complex numbers are of the form a plus iota b, where these two numbers a and b, they are actually real numbers, and this iota, this is equals to minus under root 1. So this is actually the extension of real numbers. Complex numbers are superset of real numbers because every real number can be represented into a complex number. Suppose we have this a plus 0 iota, then a is purely a real number, and when we add 0 iota to it, so it will be converted into complex number. So every real number can be converted into can be represented as complex numbers. So actually there are two parts in this number. One is this and the other is this. The part which is without iota, this is called real part, and the one that is with the iota, it is called imaginary part. So when we add or subtract or multiply or divide these numbers, we have to take care about these two separate parts, that which is the real and which is the imaginary part. Suppose first of all we will perform the addition on these numbers. Suppose we have to add two numbers. Let me see that. Suppose we usually represent them with z. Suppose z1 equals to 2 plus 3 iota, and z2 is equals to 4 plus suppose 5 iota, and I want to find z1 plus z2. So here what we do here, put the value of z1, that is 2 plus 3 iota plus 4 plus 5 iota. Now if you see, these are the two real parts and these are the two imaginary parts. So in addition, it's very simple. Let's just add the real part into real part and add the imaginary part into imaginary part. So that will be, if we separate the real and imaginary part, it will be like this: 2 plus 4 plus 3 iota plus 5 iota. So it would be something like this: 6 plus 8 iota. So this is actually the answer of it. So this was basically the simple addition of the number, and here if we want to calculate the subtraction of these two numbers, so if we want to calculate the difference of that two numbers, it would be something like this: z1 minus z2, it would be 2 plus 3 iota minus 4 plus 5 iota. Okay, it would be 2 plus 3 iota, and when we will open these brackets, the sign will be changed. It will be 4 minus 5 iota. So from here it will be same like we did in the previous question. It would be separate real parts on one side and then imaginary part on the other side. So the answer will be minus 2 iota. So this is actually the difference of two complex numbers. So if we want to find the product of these two numbers, we will do simple algebraic product actually, with a little bit of difference, and you can say that we will take care of iota in that. There is not much other difference. Suppose I want to calculate z1, z2, it would be 2 plus 3 iota into 4 plus 5 iota. So it would be first into first, then first into second, then second into first, and then second into second. This is actually the usual multiplication we use in algebra. It would be 2 4s are 8 plus 10 iota plus 12 iota plus 15 iota square. So again here we will have two real parts and two imaginary parts. This is one real, 8, plus you can easily add these two because they are like terms. These are imaginary parts. That would be 22 iota. Here this is, you have the value iota square. So if we see, iota is actually root minus 1 and its square will be equals to minus 1. So we can replace this value of iota square over here. So it will be plus 15 into minus 1. So it will be 8 minus 15 plus 22 iota. So it will be minus 7 plus 22 iota. So this is actually the answer of its product. So there was not a big deal in it. Addition, subtraction and multiplication of this number is very easy, and we will see different other properties of this complex number in future lectures. We will also see the inverse of complex numbers, how we can find additive or multiplicative inverse of numbers, complex number, or also we will see how we can divide two complex numbers.